Oh, Leo, you're just in the throes of your yearly rebirth. Like, you should be actively feeling like a pile of ash. Like the Phoenix Reborn mode that's about to kick in. So like hold tight. But hold tight. There's something about just like, oh hun, we do this every year. All fire signs, we do this every year. We're like, oh, we about to get to Aries season. It's gonna be so lit and la la. And then you realize like Aries season is spring, and it's just like that energy of like you starting your car and it's like clicks over and you're like pressing the gas trying to get it to rev. Like that's where we're at in the year. You know what I mean? Like we just getting this bitch to turn over. Go grab your shit. We got a lot to talk about. Come on. What's up, Leo? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2026. Welcome to the real start of 2026. Be sure to go check out that Aries season astrology video, but I will put you on game, Leo. You, especially Leo sons, you're ruled by the sun, and the sun is exalted in Aries right now. So the sun is like kind of doing his big one. And when a planet is exalted, that's where they're the most celebrated. That's a place in the sky where they thrive. And though the sun is thriving, it's bringing in for you, Aries, the sign of I am, it's bringing in a whole bunch of like kicks in the dick around identity wounds and identity crisis and existential crises. You may be feeling like depressed, you may be feeling overwhelmed, it may just be like there may be lots of aha moments. I feel like there's lots of realizations. You do this every year. We do this every year where we think that Aries season's gonna be the jump off, and we don't understand like it is the jump off, but the jump off doesn't feel like when the car has turned over and you ride and you hear the hum of the engine up under you. You know what I mean? Sorry, I have a 20-year-old truck, so like yeah. Um there's just something about like when you go to start, that's what I just feel like. There's just like you're just in the starting place. Like if for a track reference, it's like you're hunched over, your ass tooted up, and like you're waiting for the gun to shoot, but it's that moment before you start running. And so that's where it's like I just want you to know it's okay to be where you're at right now. Anytime a planet goes from Pisces to Aries, there's a rebirth. That's the start of a new cycle, the end of an old cycle, the end of an old chapter, the end of an era for some, and the start of a new one. And your ruling planet, the sun, does it every fucking year. So you are accustomed to this change, but I feel like you may be like forgetting that you do this annually, where it's just like, yeah, time to shed, time to like get to the next level in our identity, get to the next level in our consciousness, get to the next level in our knowing, getting to the next level in our existence, essentially. And so, like, y'all stay fire sign, you stay moving, you stay leveling up. But right now in Aries season, especially with death on the bottom of the deck and then temperance on the bottom of the deck, yeah, you are in recovery. You are in the throes of your annual rebirth. So there may be somebody with Scorpio, Pisces, or Sagittarius placements playing a big role in your Aries season, but I just feel like there's something about like you are still recovering from an upsetting situation. You are recovering from the transformation. Some of you, it may be actual death that you've experienced, or loss or grief, losing, the ending of a relationship, the ending of a friendship, the ending of a marriage, the ending of a family, a chosen family situation, whatever it is. I feel like you're starting to see in your physical 3D day-to-day life and surroundings, you're starting to see like, oh wow. I just feel like you're starting to see the rebirth. The rebirth is happening on the tangible. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles reverse on the bottom of the deck. It's happening in the tangible. this isn't just a metaphysical woo woo rebirth, ego death rebirth. No, this is like a rebirth in your physical surroundings. Your ruling planet crossed over and conjuncted. So, and your ruling planet conjuncted, aka crossed over or merged with Saturn and Neptune. And I feel like there's lots of like disillusionment, lots of things that were illusions come, like you get gaining clarity. There's lots of, it's almost like the rose colored glasses have fallen off, like you're able to just like you are looking at life through the correct prescription. And it may seem a little dismal now, mind you, it is, but I do feel like it's getting better. It's getting better. It's like you got to have the reality check. You got to assess where you're at so you can get to the next level where you're going. And so I feel like there's lots of like profound truth. Some of you are starting to like, there are connections that you've had for a really long time that have dissolved or dissipated or disappeared in some sort of way. I just feel like you're starting to feel and notice your transformation. Like you see it in your day-to-day life. You feel it. It's tangible. It's real. Like, damn, I don't talk to this person anymore. Damn, we don't like, this shit feels odd, or this feel like you're feeling the disconnect, or like, wow, I thought I'd always have this person in my life, or I thought that this relationship was going this way. I thought I'd always have this job. I thought I'd always have this amount of money. Whatever it is, I just feel like there is there's been endings, there's been transformations. It's been out of your control. You've been forced to surrender in some sort of way, and I just feel like Aries season is trying to get you to recover. So hydrate, light it if you need it. Ready to go ahead and clear out any funky ass energy. Welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2026. Now, I know this is late. This is coming in, we're 1 degree away from halfway through Aries season, but it always comes when it's meant to. I'm an Aries, so thank you for extending me some grace. King of Pentacles, I told you, it's moving forward. Like, I feel like there is a big transformation in regards to your self worth, big transformation in regards to money. I feel like Aries season really wants you looking at what is your relationship to money? How can you get more masterful with your time and your money and your physical energy? How can you start working smarter, not harder? What in what ways do you want to be established? What do you want to be successful for? What do you want to be known for? um like, how do you want to make your money? What are you going to do with this money whenever you get it? What does stability mean to you? What does being established mean to you? What does making it look like to you? So I feel like there's some of you, there's endings in a job. Some of you, there's endings in like a role that you've been playing. Like you used to play this role, like you used to be a girlfriend, you used to be a boyfriend, you used to be a husband, you used to be a spouse, you used to be a whatever. Like there like, used to be a manager, you used to be a CEO. Like there's just some sort of like transformation. I feel like some of you are finally realizing like what you do for work, it should not define you. It does not define you. Some of you have been conflating or like kind of like blurring the lines way too much between like what you do and like the contents of your character, like who you are, and so I feel like there's all these outdated sources of validation, hydrate, that are falling away. Like you don't get validated by the amount of money you make anymore, or you don't get validated by being that person's girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife anymore. You don't get validation from being the consist whatever you were consistently putting work into anymore. There's just some sort of like profound evolution that's happening there. And I just feel like Four of Wands coming out. Aries season is helping you go through the rebirth, helping you get really clear on who you are, what you stand for, what you want to do about it, so that you can start to put more energy into stabilization, so that you can start to put more energy into fun, festivities. I feel like also Aries season is encouraging you to like harness your willpower into establishing um structure. in your life, or a new structure, or establishing structure around fun and festivities, or some of you, this could be a relationship that's coming in. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that's coming in, or that you're having a fun or a good time with. I also feel like there's some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming in when it in regards to money, or in regards to something with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. I feel like there's some sort of wish fulfillment coming in when it comes to union. The Emperor reversed is at the center of the reading, and that's the Aries card, and that's where your ruling planet is. Excuse me. And I just feel like I meant it when I said, like, I feel like you're maybe having an identity crisis, or like, what do I do now? Who am I now? Where do I take this? um like, this could go anywhere. I don't know where this, I don't know where this is going to go. Like, you just may be questioning something that you've put a lot of energy into. I also feel like with the Emperor reverse, there's something here around, like, how are you holding yourself back? Are you making yourself small? Are you downplaying your power? Are you weaponizing incompetence in some sort of way? What father wounds need to be looked at? What untended to father wounds are coming up for you? What can you draw back to? Oh, this is a programming, a script in the code of the programming my father gave me. There could just be something there around, like, aha moments coming with, especially with the sun in Aries and Saturn in Aries. And it's interesting also because to have Neptune and Saturn there, because Neptune is in Roman and Greek mythology, Neptune is Saturn's son. And so I do feel like there could be just something that's coming up for you around fatherhood, or fathering, or authority, structure, discipline, power dynamics, your definition of power, how you're using or how you're not using your power. Are you abusing a power? Or is someone around you abusing a power? There's just something there around, like, checking in regards to, like, understanding your what you have control over. Patreon, Spartan Spirit Squadron, y'all already know my spiel. All that you can control is what you voluntarily put into your body, whether you react or respond, and what you do about your intentions. Everything else is outside of your jurisdiction, in my opinion. But with the Emperor reversed, I just feel like the divine is, like, helping you check yourself before you wreck yourself in some sort of way. The Knight of Cups reversed, and then the Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are not allowed to be going you're not allowed to go in that direction you thought you were going in. So I feel like God was like, sat down. Like, you have been sat. You have been cosmically set. Things are not going in the direction that you're wanting to go in. I also just heard the word covet. Some of you need to stop coveting what other people have. You do not know what the fuck they have gone through to get it. You don't know what they do on a day-to-day basis to get it. Don't be out here being envious or jealous or coveting other people's shit. That feels really important. My shoulders released whenever I said that. I stood up taller whenever I said that. Some of you, I just feel like you may think that something's unfair. Why does that person have that? Because they work for it. What do you want to work for? What do you want to build? What do you want to create? What do you want to make happen for yourself? What original thought or idea? How do you want to play? I feel like Aries season is like, we're downshifting, putting the brake, we're going into neutral, turning the car off. You know what I mean? Like, there's something here about a cosmic rerouting, and that makes sense. We are still in eclipse season, but we had what was it, the solar eclipse in Aquarius. Yes, I believe it was a solar eclipse in Aquarius. Full moon in Leo. I'll be cutting shit out of here. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should not be doing this. I don't remember when. I know that we had a solar eclipse. I'm pretty sure it was in Aquarius. Yeah, we had the total lunar eclipse in Virgo. You would think that it would have been a solar eclipse in Pisces, but it wasn't. It was Aquarius. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, a solar eclipse has occurred recently, and you are ruled by the sun. Solar eclipses change the trajectory of our lives. So the trajectory of your life has been changed, and you feel the effects of it. That's all that this is, babe. On And it also is, the solar eclipse on top of just Aries season, which will always be rebirth. Pisces Aries season will always be rebirth season for you. It'll always be endings and pile of ash. Suddenly, all of a sudden, your phoenix will start to fucking kiki ha ha, like rise up and like chomp at the bit, and you'll become the phoenix again. And so you may be feeling halted in some sort of way, Leo, sun, moon, and rising, and I just feel like that's appropriate for what's astrologically going on. I also feel like some of you don't feel halted. You have already you feel like you've properly recovered from everything, or you are healthily recovering from everything, and right now, or I'm letting you know right now, you need to be in this place of visualization, getting really, really clear on what do you want your day-to-day life to look like, what do you want uh your future to look like, how do you what you know legacy shit. Do you care about legacy? Is that something you care about as a Leo sun? Probably. Or as a Leo moon? Probably. But there's something there around, and that's not, there's nothing bad with wrong or bad with caring about legacy. There's just something about like, I feel like we hear fire season, we hear Aries season, we hear like, we think let's go, let's execute, let's march. No, Saturn and Neptune are in Aries, and I feel like strategy over everything. Chill, slow down, downshift, appreciate the slowdown. Let the anxiety, the purge, the grief, the sadness, the loss, whatever, let yourself process that. Let yourself be with that, so that you are not creating or visualizing from this place of grief or loss or doubt or self-limitation in some sort of way. So when you get the self-limitation purged out of you, you'll be put in this position where you can start to really get clear on what your King of Pentacles and Four of Wands is, what your dream job is, what your dream life is, what your dream partner is. But Aries season 2026 is like, can we get you to be your dream version of yourself first before we prioritize this vision? So for those of you who have not been prioritizing the vision, who have not been those of you who have not been prioritizing like getting self-oriented and getting really healthy within yourself, you need to do that. That's step one. Then you will be able to like visualize properly, and that'll be step two. Those of you who have already gotten really, really clear about what you want, how you want it, all of that stuff, keep visualizing, keep putting energy into this. It's time to start working on embodiment, embodying the mindset of this version of you that's made it, embodying the mindset and the mannerisms and the behaviors of this person, this version of you who is established. There's a need to focus on embodiment, and in doing so, the next level, for those of you who have already really, you feel like you got masterful in the self, the next level is getting out of these professional situations that you don't want to be in anymore, releasing these roles in your family that you keep showing up in as, letting go of the father wounds, parent wounds, not being afraid to step into your authority and be assertive and authoritative and not equating that with aggressive. I feel like you are getting masterful in being alone. You are being asked to get masterful in removing acquaintances and fair weather friends and people who aren't aligned with you. You may be you may be finding yourself being like removed or far like less interested in like the social surroundings that you have in some sort of way. You may be having to force it or fake it. And I just feel like for a lot of you who have been doing, your shadow rebirth work, the next level is getting yourself out of these certain friend groups or getting yourself out of these certain professional situations. So that is going to come up. And so that's why the dreaming is really important. What are you going to do when you're able to do this? What are you going to do when you're free? Let go of the old vision, revise the old vision, add detail, add tax, raise the rate, you know, add an extra star. Instead of a 3 star, we're saying a 4 star, you know. Like there's something interesting how I have these separated. I feel because it feels separate. It feels like you're just being you're being pruned. You're just being cosmically pruned, babe. And I'm ready to clarify these cards. Me and my Spartan Spirit Squadron over on Patreon, my my ethical cult. We are going to clarify all these cards, dive in for another 10-15 minutes, depending on how juicy it gets over there. There's all kinds of astrological content. There's a tier for daily reading, so check that out. Links are in the description box below. Patreon.com, uh, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let me zoom out a little bit though. Some of you are dealing with somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, and I feel like they are about their shit. They have their shit together. They may be really questioning, like making you question, like, do you have what it takes to do this? I feel like some of you are like profoundly maturing, or you have a great boss or a great mentor, or you're inspired in some sort of way, or you're becoming a great boss or a great mentor. I feel like a lot of you, work is a big priority right now. Like, I mean, work is always a big priority, but I feel like work may be taking up more of your life than you would like right now. And so it's time to get like, that's data. You needed to know that, you know? So, it's time to get clear in the visualization. All right, maybe you're working 10 hours. Hey, I just want to work 7 hours a day. Maybe you want to work 4 hours a day. Maybe you just want to work 2 hours a day. Like, it's time to start letting yourself dream. Don't worry about the how and all of that stuff. But start letting yourself dream. But it's going to be easier for you to dream if you have already done the worthiness work. If you already know that you are worthy of that, worthy of having whatever kind of fucking life you want to have, and knowing that you are capable of making it happen. There is somebody else around you with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that I feel like when the fire signs are for you, and when they don't fuck with you anymore. And I feel like some of you, there may be somebody with Aries or Scorpio placements that's like, not like, maybe, I don't know, you just may be like realizing who is for you and who isn't, who is an option and who isn't. Maybe some of you are like romantically curious about somebody with Aries placements, or somebody that is an entrepreneur, somebody that works for themselves, maybe somebody that was in the military, I feel like, or is in the military, or you're in the military, or something like that. There's just, I feel like it's a no. The Aries either is like, you already like, it's a no from the Aries, or it's a no for you on the Aries. But I say a lot of you, but flip it. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that I feel like it that is like very back and forth, or in and out, hot and cold. They don't have to have those placements, but this could just be a potential romantic suitor. There could be just somebody that you guys are like crushing on or thinking of, or I say a lot of you, but flip it. Maybe they're crushing on you. They're thinking about you, but I feel like nobody's going anywhere. It's like champagne taste on a beer budget. That level of effort, I feel like there's like frat boy college style effort here. Some of you, you're realizing that's all the effort this connection deserves. Or some of you are realizing, damn, that's all this like that's all the effort this person is giving me. That's all that they're capable of. And I just feel like the fire signs are very hit or miss right now, and the water signs are very hit or miss right now. I feel like Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, those of you that are single, finding a mate does not need to be your number one priority in Aries season. You need to be really, really focused on yourself and rebuilding your relationship to structure and discipline and self trust. You start doing your work there, and I feel like you will start making very different decisions in your romantic life. So, those of you that are single, you do not need to be prioritizing romance right now. Those of you who are committed in a relationship, I do feel like it's really important for you to be focusing on your financial future. What and not and yeah, like sure, investments and money and all of that stuff, but like your financial future, as in like what do you, when do you want to retire? How do you, like, you just need to be asking big picture questions. Hydrate. Anyway, I just feel like the old vision is not the opportunity that's coming in. I feel like the divine was like, hold my beer. You were putting in all this work to do this. I'm actually setting up something much sweeter. Those of you that are in a committed relationship need to be prioritizing financial, like visualizing your financial future and positively, healthily investing in your romantic relationship. Some of you are with somebody and it's like, you know that this is the person who you're going to be with. You know that this is like going to be your spouse. And so, um, it's just time to be prioritizing the connection. That doesn't mean buying a ring, but I do feel like there's, that could be the case for some of you. I also feel like for my Leo girlies that are single, I just feel like there is some shift in materialism. Just make sure you're not being materialistic. Make sure that like the qualities that you're looking for in a person, like you, what tax bracket they're in cannot be uh something that like you're seeking out. You know what I mean? Like you will just keep getting a certain kind of archetype. I would rather you prioritize somebody that is pleasant and kind than filthy rich, Like just, I know you're like, I think I can have both, blah blah blah. Okay, and that's fine. You absolutely can, but I just feel like some of you need to get your priorities straight. So here's your sign. I love you. I'm ready to go clarify these cards over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. That'd have been so cool if it ended when I pressed the button. Fucker. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.